talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason, Eagle, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkie. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Ooh, it's that time. Yes, sir. Time for the dopest sports show on radio to invade your airwaves. It's a big one tonight, baby. It's the Crush. I'm just going to say we real true today. It's real true today. True to it. We real true today. True to it, baby. Broadcasting live on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com. I am your humble co-host with my fresh jersey, Eagle.
Yes, you are.
And with me as always is that guy, Maceo Hurd. How's the pool today, baby?
Hey, man, the pool was rough on you boy today, man. Lord have mercy. Then he made me run a mile. After we got out the pool, I'm like, no, we ran a mile in the pool.
Was it for punishment?
Dog, man, 42 laps.
Oh, boy. What you think, man?
Yeah, man, something wrong with that dude, man. Something wrong with that guy, man.
Shout out to Kell High School. Had me in. Coach Sloan yesterday.
Boy, I'm put my Kell stuff on with pride, boy.
They got some boys up there, man. Proud to see it. They still got my name on the board, make sure. I thought they might have scratched it off, man.
I saw you, buddy.
I was a little nervous. It's been a long time since I've been over there.
I seen you, as they say in the streets. I seen you.
You know what the day is. It's Wednesday.
Yes, man.
Recruiter 101.
Yeah, man. Look who's sitting in with us today, man. I got, man. Kenyatta Watson, baby, in the building.
And we say this. We gotta do this, mate. Once you hit that third visit, we gotta get the platinum level as far as
you know what I'm saying? You're official co-host.
Yeah. Once you hit the third visit,
right? You're co-host, so that means he can't go nowhere.
He can't go nowhere.
He can't go nowhere tonight.
I'm here.
Yeah.
We got so much to talk about, man. I still think we're gonna run out of time.
Cause you know how I go, mate. So we were pre 19. Then we hit 19. Now we got 2 more, so we got to keep talking about it. But make sure we got to call him.
Hey, man, caller, what you question on?
Oh, Maceo Glaze, I'm crushing on the show.
What's going on?
What up, Mike?
Man, I'm not looking forward to football season, Maceo, but what I'm trying to say, we got any special announcements today?
Man, listen, we got some. So we focusing on high school tonight, man. We got a couple of big announcements, man. This True 19, True 20 thing done got so big, man, that Georgia football, people can say what they want, man. Listen, per capita, nobody doing it like the state of Georgia, man.
I challenge anybody in the country, man.
Right. Line up, and that's why Kenyatta here, man.
We lining up.
We lining up. So, Mike, we got something big Kenyatta gonna share with us tonight, man. So just get ready for it, Mike. Hey, we might get some kids to start going to Georgia Tech, Mike. We might, man.
Okay, then y'all gonna be out in the Creole Park on Saturday morning?
I'm coming through. They dedicating the park. The Atlanta Hawks did an amazing job. So yeah, I will be out there, Mike.
I don't know if I dare to be through right at that time, but I will have to check it out sometime.
All right, man. That's what's up, Mike. That's what's up.
Appreciate the love, cuz.
All right, then.
What number did Mike call us?
Mike called the show at 678-613-5857 as all the True 19 parents checking in. Mel Morrison, what's going on, girl? Hope you're feeling well.
Hey, man. Why am I'm just going to change it.
Yeah.
But keep it going, man.
Tripping, man.
But why I got to be tripping? Why I got to be my phone?
I'm just saying, man. It's your phone, not my phone. Your phone.
You got 72 over there. You can change that.
Hey, cool out with that right there, man. Cool out.
Yeah. All right, man. You're right.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So, like I say, man, we this guy been with us since we started. We've seen him grown. He see us grown, make sure. So now we get to see, and it's just like, it's that Crush magic, man. We all together, man. It's like
I just think about the sideline atmosphere last year at that 219 game. And he walked around that backpack so much, man. The bro was everywhere.
I'm like, where he going? Why is he running?
Listen.
I was praying. Fight break out.
Before we go out, man, the Crush intro brought to you by Hard Work Apparel, man. Hard Work Apparel was designed to unlike the psychological elements of dry design and determination. That's a 3D effect, which is necessary to push the body and mind to its optimal level of appointment. Once you wear Hard Work Apparel, you will subliminally feel obligated to work at a high level. Please visit www.hardwork.com. That's HARDWRK.com. And what's the motto, Maceo?
Man, hard work ain't easy, baby.
Hard work ain't easy. When we come back, man, Maceo, we about to start the show off, so stay with us.
Let's go.
It's The Crush.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Uncle Dan?
Mom? Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside. Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over.
As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you going to do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Well, you'll see what happens. Sensation Station Network.
Hot topics.
We're going to this hot topic brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dance. If your smile is becoming you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dance has been practicing dentistry for 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. That's 678-836-2118. Maceo, you had a good hot topic, man. Talk about it, man.
Hey, man, so the hot topic today, Media Day, SEC days. So Nick Saban, Nick Saban is the king of the coach talk. But what he wanted to tell kids today, he was like, he want kids to look at Aaron Judge's development when considering jumping to the NFL. He was like, unlike baseball, football has no secondary level for improvement. So if people remember Aaron Judge, he got called up at the end of the season last year, was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Went back, got some minor league work, got some instructional league work, and look what he's doing now. And this is what he's saying, like, kids are not really ready mentally and physically sometimes to make that jump to the NFL. They always looking at the money aspect of it. So kids, really develop yourselves while you in college. Your thoughts on that, Kenyatta, when you hear Nick Saban make those kind of comments?
Absolutely. Hey, if I could do it all over again, I'd have held my son back. I'd have held him back and give him a red shirt year in high school, man, and because it's a maturity thing. You in that SEC,
right?
You getting beat up on, and a lot of kids are jumping, like you said, because of the money, and that's why you see so many busts.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's just not NFL. It's all sports. You see a lot of cats from every sport thinking they ready, and them dollars.
Blind people.
What they call it, shiny things, man. It's just blinds people, man.
They're going broke.
Yeah, right.
Broke, so.
Right. And it's so he's right. And you see Aaron Judge, everybody like now how he's the face of baseball, but he had to learn how to fail.
Yeah.
In order to come back stronger.
Yeah, but see what people understand, Aaron Judge, when he got drafted, he knew he was going to college.
Mm-hmm.
He played college ball. Then he had to spend 3 years in the minors.
Yeah.
So technically he got a 7-year head start. Like he hit the man like he's 25.
He's a grown man.
Physically developed.
He's physically developed. Right. Yep. And a lot of times these kids, you look at a lot of the kids from Ohio State.
Yeah.
They play basically 1 year because there's so many athletes at Ohio State. Yeah. So they start for 1 year and then they to the league.
Yeah.
Now Eli Apple, he played pretty. Zeke was just, he just a freak.
Right.
But a lot of times, a lot of these kids, sometimes they're just not sometimes they physically, but like the maturity part of it, they're not ready.
They're getting bad advice. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. They got so many people in their ear, trying to look to make money off of them. So they're getting that bad advice.
And that's the bad thing about it, man. So many people seeing them as dollar signs instead of kids, because they're still technically under 21. They can't drink. They just trying to learn how to be a grown man. They learning the process.
They go 10 million.
Yeah, and I won't give me 2 of that, because just like the kid we were talking about, the brother who's trying to dime him out at Texas.
Yeah,
because he's not in the process. He's getting cut out the deal. That's your brother, man.
That's your brother. That's your brother. And so many times when we do talk about that money aspect of it, like that's a whole nother responsibility right there. Like you're not a 3rd, 4th generation kid that's always had money. Like y'all were broke, and then that direct deposit hit.
So to me, that's why kids taking geometry in high school. Scratch that. Let's teach them financial literacy.
Exactly.
Give them financial literacy class. Show them how to save their money, manage their money. Because if you teach it then, when they get the money, they'll know how to handle it. You can't just give a kid $10 million, 21 years old, and say, be responsible.
Well, kid, you even see it at the level that we're at, and you're at. Because if you get into these type of games, people are like, yo, man, my son is this. He's that. They already seeing dollar signs before he even he's just a sophomore in school.
Listen, this is a true story. I've had some agents.
Wow.
Agents reach out and say, hey, can we see that list? Because they following these kids.
Right. They trying to get. They need as big a jump as they can on these guys.
Right.
Wow. Wow. And just think about that. Kids going from now with that, Maceo, like you were saying, they're going from a child to a caretaker. They're the family caretaker. You're the one who's bringing the bread in, so everybody expects something.
Yep.
And so now they don't get a chance. But when we see it all the time in basketball. The guys who go 4 years to college, by the time they come to the league, they ready.
The game. Look at Tim Duncan.
How many? That was a great thing you posted. How many times was he late for anything?
Nothing. Never late. Never late.
Look at Roethlisberger, Chad Pennington.
Yeah.
What's the quarterback that went to Marshall? Leftwich.
Yeah.
All those guys, 4-year quarterbacks.
Yeah. Maturity.
Yep.
It's a different maturity, man. When we come back, man, we're gonna.
It's that time.
You know the guy, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all heard the verse, man.
Yeah.
He in the building now.
I always got a 50 Cent. When I think about Coach, I had this 50 Cent line in my head. We'll talk about it when we get back. Stay with us.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's. It's time to save.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
This is Lasia Clarendon, point guard for the Atlanta Dream, and you're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We have ignition.
Going to the question interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy's motto is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to Oracy.com, ORASI.com for more information. All right, Maceo, give me that platinum introduction, sir.
Hey, man, listen. Coming to the microphone, man, this guy... Don't believe when you see him on the news, man. Don't believe that part of it, man. Don't believe that part of it.
Like I told him, prove it.
Listen, man, one of the best guys that you could ever be around, and when I talk about dedicated to making sure these kids get the proper exposure, man, that's what he do, man. Kenyatta Watson to the microphone. What's up, Coach?
What's up, baby?
What's happening? Coach, hey, man, this how cool it is. Kenyatta hit me on a Sunday like, bro, gotta come on. I said, come on Wednesday, baby. That's just how we do.
We're going to tease the announcement because we're going to do that a little bit in a few minutes.
Yeah, because we ain't going nowhere, y'all.
Yeah, but let me just go ahead and ask you this. Kenyatta, this has been like a process for you. Right. And to see it grow from, like they say, you put like a little seed in,
right,
and to see the fruit coming from it. Talk about the process of getting to this product. Where you at now, man?
Again, like I've said a million times, told everybody in the 6th grade, class of 2019 in the state of Georgia will be the best in the country. Everybody laughed at me. Whatever. Okay, now who laughed? Every time you turn around and look, we got the number 1 rated linebacker in the country, the number 1 rated receiver in the country, number 1 guard in the country, number 1. We just number 1. And I just wanted to do something for that class that was special because there was no sophomore anything.
Right.
And so, when shout out to my boy Damian Butler down in Dallas, Texas. He grinded it out with me to put this thing together. And once we got it going, man, we knew in the beginning it was going to be a lot of hard work. Mm-hmm. Man, right now we moonwalking like Mike Jackson. It's so funny, man, to watch something from just an idea come to fruition and through all the trials and tribulations and the hate. And it ain't gonna happen, and blah 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 blah, all that stuff. You were there y'all was there last year, man, and saw it looked like a dang on college game.
It looked like and that's what I wanted to ask you. Once it kicked off, and you were doing too much moving, I kept trying to tell you, man, be still.
I watched maybe 10 plays.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy it, but at the end of when it was over, just. How did you feel knowing that, hey, man, we really pulled it off?
Well, you saw me, dog. I cried. I ain't gonna lie. Because I hadn't slept in 3 days. Hadn't eaten. It was just, I'm in the lobby of the hotel just praying like, Lord, please don't let one of these kids just sneak somebody in. Something happened, and the kids, man, shout out to the kids. They were so well behaved, very mature. They handled themselves like professionals. We did a lot with those kids, man. They were always where they were supposed to be, and that's a testament to the parents.
Right, right.
They knew that this was a business trip. This was not just fun and games, man. And they came, and there was no doubt in my mind that we were going to win the game.
Right.
And it just happened, man. And then when I say the clock struck 0, Clint Browning, my dog,
what up, Clint?
My right hand man, he said, "You ready?" I said, I'm already on it. And so, last year we had the trial in the end of October. So everything was kind of like, it was planned, but it was kind of like, okay, let's do this. Now this year, we knew we were going to add, every year the Georgia versus Texas sophomore game is going to be played. That's the staple game in the country. There's a reason why I did the junior game this year. I was asked to do it. I ain't going to say by who. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I ain't gonna say about who, but y'all will see that next year.
Right.
You'll see that next year what the whole thing was about. So, man, then my boy Fahim Ali, shout out to him from Florida, reached out and was like, yo, can we get in? And I was like, absolutely. But we want to play Georgia. I said, you want that? You really want that? Because, we were missing a lot of top guys last year. You saw it standing on the sideline.
Yeah. It was more talent standing on the sideline.
But you saw them there, they were like,
listen, the look on Owen's face, I got a picture I took of him, and I'm going to save this picture because it was just because he was like, man, boy, if I was out there.
But what the beautiful thing, and I told everybody this, the 45 that we selected, probably we had another 45 that didn't play that was just as talented. And that's the beauty of what we're doing, man. It's about exposure for all these kids, man. Bro, it's so crazy. This is no word of a lie. I might have to add a third True 19 team.
And we'll talk about it when we come back. Stay with us, it's The Crush.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by GetSchooled and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, man, we're back. We're in our crushing interview right now with Kenyatta Washington of True 19, and we can say True 20.
Absolutely.
Because I just followed them today on Twitter.
Absolutely.
They up and running. Yeah. It's a movement. But Kenyatta, just overall, man, because you talk about growth and just seeing that. I didn't think Texas knew what they were getting into last year.
Right.
And, I mean, it was... And people understand who came to this game. You had Mike Vick, Cam Newton stop by, and you had all these players coming by. But I don't think Texas knew what they was about to get in when they came to Greatest State last year.
Here's the biggest thing with any All-Star game. I'm sure you've been a part of them. Y'all both been a part of them. The team that's the most organized will always win.
Exactly.
And so that's why I chose to have one staff. You know, you got 3 practices. So Rome staff, they just coming off state championship game.
Yeah.
They were so organized.
Right.
The kids had the bands on. They knew the plays. And we were able to execute. Had a system.
Yeah.
And they were over there. Mike was struggling. He flipping through his play sheet. But, you know, man, they did, man. They, you know, I don't think they thought, and, you know, talking to those guys at the end of the game, they were like, y'all D-line was amazing.
Yeah. Right.
Amazing. Right. From 1 through 7.
Right.
They just kept coming. And then your O-line was just, when y'all wanted to flex that muscle, it was like there was nothing we can do about it.
I mean, because the scoreboard reflected.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
It could have been worse.
Right.
You remember fourth quarter, we was like, come on, man.
Counter pull back. Counter pull back.
I promise you this. I can promise you this. I'm from the great state of Florida. Right. For a very long time, we had the best football in the country. Not no more, man. And we gonna prove it now. We gonna prove it. So it might get super ugly. In Dallas, Texas, January 14th.
Now, let's stay with this for a second. Let's stay with this for 1 second. Because you talk about organization.
Right.
Texas now, I've been following what they're doing. They're having several trials.
Several trials.
Several trials. Because they see, it seems like they kind of like, okay, this kid All-American, this kid All-American.
Right.
Let's just bring them.
Right.
Nah, they're doing a real trial this year.
You better.
You're right.
Hey, you better. Because guess what? You know, like I said, we had to try out, man, and you know, we found some gems. We found some guys that we didn't even know about, and that is the purpose of this whole thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this. I'm not gonna say a second team or first team because it's gonna be up to the coaches. We might just put all the kids together and do a draft. You know, let the staff say, okay, we're gonna draft because we got enough talent. I'm confident. It don't matter.
Right.
We're gonna go 3 for in Texas, in Georgia. I'm that confident, man, because you know the kids work, man. They come from good programs. They work hard, and it's just it's a great opportunity, man. It's fun, man. It's exciting. You know, just. I mean, last year when we did this thing, man, I couldn't get a joker to give me a penny. 1 red cent. And now, I mean, I'm literally getting calls every day, man. We want to sponsor. We want to do this. We want to do that. Nah, don't give me no money. I don't want no money. Buy stuff for the game for these kids. Because last year you saw it. They got jerseys, custom uniforms, custom cleats, sweatshirts, backpacks, everything. And they got to keep that stuff.
Right.
They got to keep that stuff. Now this year, they get to keep the helmets. They get to keep everything. They're going to get 4 times what they got last year. So you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing, man. There's no other way I can say it. You know, it's just, we're ready.
We're going to keep talking about it. We got to talk about some of the new things Coach got coming up this year. We're going to bring it up after the break, man. Y'all ready? We are. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
I'm Paul George of the Indiana Pacers. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. So I want you to learn to spot a stroke fast. F-A-S-T. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. I'm Paul George. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers-Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to
stadium.
be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is Amari Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
And we're back, man. We're having a great conversation with a friend of the show who's been around for years, who has a great program going down, the True 19, True 20. But Ken, I want you also to talk about some of the new things you got coming, because people don't know you've added True 20.
Right.
And what else have you added since last year's game?
You said we added the True 2.0 team.
2.0, I'm sorry.
Right, 2.0.
2.0.
Right. So every year it'll be 2.1, 2.2.
Gotcha. Okay. I like that.
So, we've added that, and the thing that's so amazing, man, I never thought that another class could come close to this 19 class.
Wow.
Now, they got the quarterbacks in the 2020 class. They got some receivers. They got some kids. These kids are so polished, man, to be rising sophomores. Wow. I mean, I played the position. And I'm watching these kids like, my goodness. Right. Yeah, in and out they routes. Right. 10 over their knees, snatching the ball. I mean, just doing everything. So, man, again, my whole premise was to put a big light on Georgia football. Period. Period.
And this is what's crazy. The 2 days of the workouts at Westlake.
Right.
That Sunday, the line, how long did it take to register that 2.0 group? Because it was so many kids.
So we had
it was
35 pre-registered.
Right.
Wow. And we must have had 150 something walk
up, right.
And so, it threw the day off a little, just
slightly, yeah.
But, it was worth it, man, because, and when I try to explain to people, when you do things like this, everybody's not going to make the team, but the fact that I met you, and I got this relationship with these kids now, because they hit me on Twitter, Coach, thanks. So, I can show you right now, man, I got every major college in the country. Send me the rosters. Send me the kids.
Yeah.
Look at
Florida
State, Georgia, Florida, Clemson, Miami, Oklahoma, you name it. Auburn, LSU, Oregon, Tennessee. Everybody's like, I need a roster. I need the roster of everybody that came.
Yeah.
Because now it's making it easy for the colleges.
Right.
Hey, I got this built-in network to Georgia. And people say to me, man, you crazy. I'll sell that to them. It ain't about that. I want these kids. My pay is to see these young men get a free education at the end of the day.
And people don't understand, even if you don't make the squad, to be able to go out and compete against people of your same grade and see where they're at, you're going to go back to your team like, I got work to do.
Yeah, I got work to do.
And it's good, because one of the things we were just talking about off air, we're going to talk about now. For you, it's not about, you're one of those guys, you always said, listen, D1, 1AA, go to school.
Right.
It don't matter.
When it's time to get that job, when it's all said and done, they do not care that you went to Alabama and I went to Eastern Kentucky. May the best one win when it's time to get a job. Exactly. And that's what I try to. Again, what's the number? 822 programs. Play college football, man. Get your money. Somehow get your money.
Get your money. How many counties do you know participated in the tryouts?
Oh, they came from everywhere.
Everywhere.
I know they came from all over.
We had kids from as far as Savannah to north is Ridgeland, is west is Villa Rica.
Wow.
So, we had kids from all over.
I want people to understand it wasn't just an Atlanta thing. No, this was a state of Georgia. This is a true state of Georgia squad.
When I saw Brunswick County people, I was like, Cloud, have mercy. Yeah. Now, this big.
That's what I want people, because people think, no, man, this was people from around the state.
We found a kicker. We found a young man from Ridgeland High School. That's a 2020 kid that we going to actually let kick for one of the True 19 teams. This kid kicked 60-yard field goals out at the tryout like it was nothing. And I'm like, dude, I want to win. So guess what we're going to do?
Gonna slide up.
We're going to slide you up because we had two really good kickers in the 2020 class. And so I was like, well, you know what?
Take him. Can't have enough kickers.
2.0. Hey, man, when we come back, man, we got more. Stay with us at the Crush.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool, and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is Judge Hatchett, and you're listening to The Crush on SSNATL.com.
We're back, man. One of the things also people don't understand, man, is the True 19, the 2.0.
You know I don't like that song. That means it's time to do 500 jumping jacks.
You did that on purpose. She do it on purpose.
That means it's time to do 500 jumping jacks on that blue mat.
I try to get past it, make sure, but she slipped it in.
I get nervous. I think Coach Carter finna come through the door.
And it could happen at any time. So.
Man, right. He might be headed up here now. Oh, man. Okay, she gonna keep playing.
She gonna turn up a little bit too. Sorry about that, man. You all right over there, man?
I'm okay. Let's go.
We were talking about Kenyatta, but people understand academics is a part of this as well, and making sure that they understand that you just can't come out here and be under this and think you're gonna play. You got to have the grades as well.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, man, you could be the best in the world, but if you don't meet that with those qualifications, it's not gonna matter.
Exactly.
And now that junior colleges are getting stricter and stricter,
right?
And then conferences are getting harder and harder. They're not taking JUCOs the way that they used to do it, man. So, you know, that's why prep schools are now becoming so, you know,
For now.
For now,
they gonna change that too.
But at the end of the day, man, just do what you gotta do in the classroom, man. Like, it's not that hard. If you go to school and show some effort, you can make a C easily. You know, it's not that they can't do it. A lot of kids just lazy.
Right.
That boy.
Funny thing happened at the True 19 practice that Saturday at Westlake. So I was talking to One Ye's mom.
Right.
One Ye mom.
What's up, Benetta?
Yes.
That's my road dog. That's my shooter.
Hilarious.
That's my shooter.
Comedy. She was just mentioning how, like, One Ye won't stop growing.
Right.
She was like, I can't even get him no school clothes.
Right.
and I brought that up because I'm sitting here like, the eye test is truly real. Like, she was like, you know, I can't stop getting caught. I'm like, you have a offensive lineman. Just
you in trouble.
Harp on that eye test a little more, because people just don't believe it sometimes.
Hey, listen, people can say whatever they want to say. You can talk about, oh, my kid a dog, and he this and this and this. And he had 3,000 yards rushing in the season, but he 5'6". I promise you this, man. When them colleges come through the door, and I talk to him every day, Coach, man, you gonna get me fired trying to send me a 5'7" kid.
I can't do it.
I
can't stand on the table.
You know, I can't stand on the table for him, Coach. So, you know, I laughed. I said, man, well, dang, let's go to the fashion show so you get some models then. You want all these tall guys. But at the end of the day, man, it's a big man's game. It is what it is. I didn't make the rules. You didn't make the rules. It's just what it is.
Right.
And but that's why it's so important to these kids, man. Eat right, lift, take care of your body, man, because, you know, it's going to get you in the door.
Right.
It's going to get you in the door. So, I mean, the eye test is real.
When you talk about that, though, and is it, do the kids understand that? It's, let me just say, from year 1 to year 2,
right?
Has it gotten, the message just seemed to get to the kids now that you have to work a little harder to do this?
Well, a lot of these kids, again, man, the beautiful thing about these kids in Georgia, they have phenomenal parents who understand the process and they listen. More so than anything else in the world, man, they listen. That's why you see me on Twitter. I try to post as much academic stuff as well as football stuff, test dates, you know, all of these different stuff, because our Georgia parents listen. And because they listen, that's why we're going to continue to be successful. Right. They train in the classroom. They are, you know, they're on the field. They're listening.
Wow, that's powerful, man. Yeah. That's powerful because, again, you can't get mad at the end of the day when you talk about with this school, and then you do your part. Do your part, and that's that academic piece, and make plays on Friday nights. It's really simple, but everybody makes this process hard.
They make it hard because, again, everybody wants to know what it is. I'm not a plumber. So if my toilet break, guess what I'm going to do? Pick up the phone, I'm going to go through the phone book, and I'm going to call a plumber. Right. I'm not going to sit here and try to do it myself because I'm going to mess it up. Same thing. You know, you got so many guys out here, and the one thing about Georgia, more so than any other state that I've been through or talked to people in, we have so many guys that are so knowledgeable about this recruiting process, trainers.
Right.
We got it's like a smorgasbord right here in Georgia. It's no reason for kids to not be successful other than you just hard-headed.
But I've been saying that for so long.
We got whatever you want, man. It's here. It is here. We got top flight football, great academic schools. We got private schools. We got whatever you need. It's here. If parents would just listen, get out of the way, and just listen.
I say it every day, man.
Just get them. Just get out the way.
I say it every day.
How has it been received by the high school coaches in Georgia?
Well, as you saw, last year's tryout, it went one high school coach there. This year's tryout, boy, coaches from, South Georgia all the way to, again, North Georgia, and it's all love at this point. Last year, everybody was like, is he going to try to recruit my kid? I'm like, man, we don't want your kid. I'm trying to get the kids a good opportunity. Now this year, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the devil this year. You know what I'm saying?
Last year
I was the devil. And I'm like, I'm going to recruit some kids to come play in front of my son. What dad will do that? But again, man, the coaches, shout out to the high school coaches, man. They have received this thing, man. And just on Twitter, the love that they showing to the kids from their schools that made it, man. Just a big shout out to the high school coaches in the state of Georgia.
Kenyatta Watson was a cuss word last year, boy.
You shut your mouth.
You can't say Kenyatta Watson. We'll be right back.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
It helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
and will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches? You want to get in shape? Spring is here. Summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies!
I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Station Network.
See ya.
And you know what's funny, man? When we're back. We're here on Sensation Station Network and also WBLZSports.com. It's the Crush Sports Talk with Kenyatta Watson. And just what was funny is what we kind of talked about during the break, Maceo, is how the kids kind of changed a little bit. Because when they was out there against competition that's their class,
right,
they were practicing a lot, probably playing a lot harder than they would be out there with the coaches. So that's interesting you said that, right. Kenyatta. Like, coach, like, hey, boy, I see you out there.
Right. I need that same effort.
I need that sprint.
Right.
Hey, I thought you was hurt.
You said just two.
All of a sudden you healthy.
Oh, okay.
You know, like an amazing stat that I throw out every time if the staple of this True 19 event, between the Georgia and Texas kids, from January 15th, the day after the game, until the end of June, we had over 511 offers given out to those kids. Now, I'm not saying that they weren't going to get them.
Oh, no.
But at the end of the day, when the college coaches were reaching out, and the only thing they were asking for, can I need that True 19 roster guy, next thing you know, offer. So, you know, man, at the end of the day, man, it's happening. It's a blessing. Kids are getting an opportunity to get a free education, man, and that's all I care about.
That's all. Hey, man.
Again, the numbers don't lie. Say what you want. Right. The numbers don't lie. Right. But again, you can't pay for that kind of exposure. Cause a lot of times, when the season over, a lot of these kids, you kind of really, especially the kids who not playing another sport, kind of fade to oblivion.
Well, here's what was crazy that people don't know. Every kid, parents, you listen, every kid that was at the True 19 and True 2.0, they're getting Rivals, Scout, 247 profiles. Man, come on, man. That's value. Because those college coaches, they look at that stuff.
They really
look
do.
At that stuff.
They really do.
Being that we already knew that, and you've already known that. Right. But what does it say about the state of football in general, high school football in general, in Georgia?
Well, it says that, and this is what made this 19 class so special. You got to think, when Rivals did their first middle school camp, They didn't go to Florida. They didn't go to California. They didn't go to
Right
Texas. They came right here to Georgia.
Right, Georgia.
Right? Yours truly ran the camp. The Adidas Showcase came here in the middle school camp. Yours truly ran it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the exposure that we began to get from this state at such an early age, man, it just put the kids on a platform. And guess what? Like I tell the kids all the time, I can take you to the water, but you got to drink.
Yeah.
And they drinking. Them jokers full.
Boy, they getting it.
Yeah.
They getting it.
Yeah.
And again, we always talk, the exposure part is the big part.
It's the only part. I'm going to be honest with you. Because guess what? Like, I'm going to use a kid, right? I'm going to use 3 kids, right? Well, 4 right now. And y'all remember these names out here in Radio Land. Taj Dotson.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lady of Mercy, safety, 6'2", about 185, free. Andrew Barnes, 6'3", 235, linebacker from Jackson County. Brian Urlacher all over again.
And what grade
free.
is this? What grade is this?
2019. Freak now. Just an absolute freak. Quavion Lawson from Turner County. Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
6'4", 235, defensive end. A freak. Jamie Petway, 6'3", 240 linebacker from Westover High School. Look at the variety.
Right.
We got the City Kid. We got, we went all around, and we found these kids, man. These kids, and it's like, they're going to get a free education because of this. I mean, like I said, man, me and the guys from Florida State were going back and forth. Give me a 4 most guys that nobody knew about. I said it to them, and it was like, we in the office Monday morning at 8:30. All those kids will be getting a call from us.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
You know what else is?
Mission accomplished.
That's crazy.
Mission accomplished.
That's crazy.
But, hey, I found a kid named Logan Cash from Winder Barrow High School, 6'3", 245. He probably run a 4'6" defensive lineman. This kid is David Pollack, but bigger. Just remember. Just remember the name.
And you know what was crazy? Me and May Show, we walked out to the 19 game last year, the True 19. We kept saying, he's some of the biggest kids I ever seen to be sophomore.
Yep.
And we kept walking. I'm like, these sophomores?
Yep.
I couldn't even understand.
It looked like a college
I couldn't
game.
understand. I was like, these can't be. The quarterback from Texas, 6'7".
Yep. Committed to Texas A&M.
Hunter Kill.
Yeah.
No, Grant Donald.
Grant Donald. He got one of them names. Yeah, Hunter. Yeah.
Committed to Texas A&M.
Yes, he did.
He was 6'7", EC over everything.
We had the top 6 receivers in the country in that game.
Yeah.
1 through 6 in the game.
Cause Hazelwood went to work on them.
Boy, dog. You're a grown man.
When we come back, we jumping in the rundown, but we know what the rundown is. It's running down. You know what? We're gonna mix it up. Cause I like when we do this. Make sure you got a topic for or one topic.
We got. I got to get his opinion.
We got this topic in the rundown, but we also got Coach here, so we ain't got. Cause I got
he ain't going nowhere. Y'all. We got about 2 hours. Y'all. We got to
stay with us.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/therightseat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football
I want to
stadium.
be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
We're going to the Crush Recruiting Rundown, brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Cricket has something epic for you. Get a free select 4G LTE smartphone like the Samsung Galaxy AMP2 plus a $50 bill credit when you switch. Cricket Wireless. Something to smile about. Maceo, what's the topic that we're going to talk about?
Hey, man, so Heisman Trophy winner Lamar Jackson is focusing on his NFL future while playing at Louisville. Their offense is going to change a little bit. They're working on Lamar coming from up under center. They're going more to a traditional get in the huddle and let him call plays, the verbiage and everything.
Now, let me tell you what they did. And this came straight from the Louisville coaches. Their entire spring practice was geared towards making him better. Their starting defense literally was a scout team, and they did everything that caused them problems during the year to make him a better quarterback.
Wow. When I saw this, I was like, it's sort of genius.
Right.
I kind of think that it may take away a little bit of his playmaking ability.
Right.
Because I remember they tried this with Johnny Manziel.
Right.
And it kind of backfired a little bit. I don't want him to lose what makes him special. But I get why they doing it.
But my God, if it works, think about what Bettino gets from this coach is willing to do whatever he can to get my star player to the league and make him better.
He believes in his guy.
Oh, no, exactly.
He's only going, but I tell you this, they ain't going to put 63 up on Florida State, did you? I can promise you that. When they come to tally home.
Well, Derwin James will be on the field this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
already regard.
Say what you want about that game last year.
Right.
No Derwin James made a big difference in that game.
Yeah, you better believe that's circled a bunch of times right now, that game.
And Francois will be better.
He's better this year.
He will be better. But what you think about this move by Petrino, Glenn?
It works two ways. I agree with you. They tried it with Manziel, it didn't really work. And you kind of in the college game, it's interesting though because Petrino's about winning, but he also knows the game as well.
Right.
If this works, what I can go tell a quarterback is I can do what it takes to get you to the level that you need to get to.
Absolutely.
And it works. But I do agree with you as well, Maceo. It could slightly backfire because what made Lamar so great, Coach? You didn't know what was coming when he pulled that rock down.
But the thing about him, when you watched him play, he looked to throw first.
Yes, he did. Absolutely, he did.
He would go through his check downs, bam, 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 and then he would get out of there. So I think it's just going to help him mature as a player, but he's still going to do what he does.
He's going to be him.
And see, that's kind of, again, I remember last spring, one of the things Petrino them didn't let him do was run.
Right.
They were like, listen, no. They would blow the whistle. No. Stand in the pocket. Learn how to read these defenses. And because he wants to be an NFL quarterback. And he can hear the whispers, people saying, you're going to have to probably. I think he's an NFL quarterback.
No doubt.
I think he is like, I don't like people arguing. I don't even like arguing that with people.
And as much as I don't care for the guy, you can't have a better coach to get you ready than Petrino for the NFL.
Offensive genius.
As much as because of the whole ATL thing, I got a little issue.
Yeah, but you got to let that go, man.
Let
that go. I know you got to let that go, man.
But I can also say he puts them in the league.
Absolutely.
And they be ready because he can get you the type of offense that you need to get. And if he can get Lamar to think like that, it just, now he can go into a classroom to one of the best quarterbacks. Why you want to go there?
Right.
I put you in there too, at Louisville. And I play in the ACC. And we play Florida State. And we got a chance to do some things.
Yep.
Our next story, I got Justin Fields.
Oh, Justin.
Has officially become the #1 player in the country.
I see you on that, coach.
Before we get into that,
yeah, coach. I see you on that, coach.
Before we get into that, talk about the summer that this kid has had.
Phenomenal. Big shout out to Ron Veal, his quarterback coach.
Shout out. Coach, what's up, Ron?
He's one of the most quietest guys you're ever gonna meet, man. But his work speaks volumes. #1 and #2 quarterback in the nation. Man. You know, also big shout out to my dog Tony Ballard because he did it last year.
Tony,
and you know what's so unique about this thing, man?
Where they at again? What state are they in?
They're in Atlanta.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? So like again, it goes back to we got whatever you want. We got Glenn Ford with I Dare You putting the DBs out like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Then we got Ron, we got Tony, we got Terrence Edwards training the wide receiver,
wide out.
Stacey Bailey. It's just we got it.
However you want it.
However you want it.
However you want it.
In this state, there's no excuse. I'm alive.
To not be successful.
Hey, we got cars for everybody. Right. You want to go somewhere? We'll get you there.
Whoever put his plan together for this summer, his calendar, did a masterful job.
Absolutely.
They did a masterful job because guess what? Everything that he did was planned. From playing, with Cam Newton 7-on-17, just being around Cam, man, he had a different little swagger about him as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you need that. You need that, especially at that position. You need that.
At that position.
And then, everything he did, he went to the Elite 11.
Shine.
Everything that he did, man, he was sharper than the next time. And so that tells me that, somebody was watching film and they dedicated, we're going to fix this, we got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this. And every time he went somewhere, man, he was better than the next time.
And I'm like, let me just say something real quick. Tony and Ron are two of the best because I saw what Ron did with the kid that went to Cal. My guy, Lampley.
Right.
Because I didn't think Lampley was going to do anything. This boy.
You were down on Lampley.
Yes, you were. He got him to a point, and he got on a free ride at Southern. Got it. Because what do we want to do at the end, Coach?
Education.
Get him to a school.
Check, please.
But I told Maceo also when.
Hey, hold on. It's funny you say that because I want to give a big shout out to my boy Ryan Andrews from Shiloh High School. You know what? They ain't winning a lot of games right now, but that joker putting them in school with the best of them. So you understand what I'm saying? So he gets it. He understands, you know what? It's going to happen for him because he got a 2020 class that's special.
And nobody be trying to tell him to calm down sometimes. Calm down.
He's grinding. He grinds so hard for his kids.
He's always been that way.
He's grinding for his kids. And so I just wanted to give a big shout out to him because we always talk about, these big programs, winning state championship. And, you know what I'm saying? Hat on.
Yeah, I see the hat.
And stuff like that. And it's going, it ain't going nowhere.
I see the hat.
It ain't going nowhere, radio man. Hey, but you talk about all these programs that are always winning games and doing all this stuff. But at the end of the day, to me, if you're putting kids in the school, if I had a choice, put a kid in school, win a state championship, I want to put these kids in the school.
Because I would always say, as much as you can win, how many kids are benefiting from it at the end?
Right. Not a lot. Because you monopolize the entire year.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, when it's done, that last game's over with, it's, bye, on to the next. But shout out to my boy Ryan.
Hey, maybe I'll take a quick break, come back on top of the hour. When we come back, we still got Ken, we still got topics. So stay with us, it's The Crush.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com, and let Truisms help you to the next level.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're not the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you gonna do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We can share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Well, you'll see what happens. Sensation Station Network.
This Crush Second Hour is brought to you by the College Football League. Registration is now open. The College Football League provides a high school feeder youth football and cheer program for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta County, and Roswell City schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. We're still in our recruiting rundown, brought to you by Cricket Wireless. We're broadcasting live on the Sensation Station Network and also on WBLZSports.com. Maceo, let's get this next topic in.
Yeah,
man.
so we're going to just finish this with Justin Fields real quick. How do you think Penn State...
Oh, my God.
Wah, wah.
Wow.
They knew they
Right.
They had to have known, and all jokes aside, they had to have known in the back of their mind. It gave them, it put them on a higher profile recruiting for this year.
Right.
The fact that they were able to hold his commitment as long as
As long as they did.
And so I feel like, they knew, but it helped them also. Because they're killing it now. They're killing on the recruiting trail.
They got a great recruit.
And so what happened, he was committed. So you got all these other kids looking like, ooh, man, we're going to go there. And it's like, here's the cheese, take the cheese away.
Right.
You got the rat in the trap. So, it worked on their behalf.
The kid grew. And so Penn State came, because now
they mad.
They got kids coming, baby.
Yeah,
and I'm sure, but if I'm competition, and we always talk about competition, Justin's left Penn State. I need to try to figure out how to get up there and be that quarterback for them. Hey, Coach, I can be that QB for you. You need me? But, Justin, I saw you do your little chop, Coach. But
which brings us, because so different outlets have said his choices are Florida, Florida State, and Georgia.
Right.
It's an easy decision to me. No, because at the end of the day, as a parent that has a kid that's in this, okay, my son's a defensive back. Florida State, Florida, Texas, LSU, Miami, defensive back schools.
Right.
So if you are a quarterback and you want to be developed by the best that's doing it, Jimbo the best. Nobody can say anything.
You can't argue that.
You can't say anything.
And from a number standpoint, it's some distance between him and Francois. Because Francois is
if Francois has the type of season that everybody thinks he's going to have, he's going to leave.
This will be his
sophomore. Red shirt sophomore, so it's his third year. Yeah,
it'll be his third year.
If he leaves,
wide open.
He's wide open. And at the end of the day, this is another thing that parents do not focus on and pay attention. They fall in love with the school and forget all about that roster. You better look at that roster and make sure that there's some space for your kid to go there. Because, and that's what we're looking at every day. We got 5 schools. My boy committed to Florida State right now. But we got 4 other schools, man. Like, hey, if Florida State roster just don't work for us, this is a business decision.
But y'all just heard he did a verbal commitment. He signed the paper.
He signed nothing.
Yeah, so. But now, ask you this, Maceo. What would it look for the ACC if you have Justin go to Florida State, and Sunshine go to Clemson.
Well, the same way it looked this year.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Two picking the drive and then
hey, just think about that for a minute, baby.
It's love.
It'll be huge for ACC, man.
It's love, and you just have to figure. Like for me, like when somebody was like this, like with Georgia, I'm like, just number wise, Georgia makes no sense for him.
Right.
It just don't make no sense because Fromm is there. Fromm is going to be the guy.
Fromm is going to compete for that job before it's all said and done.
Right.
This year.
Yeah.
Right. Before it's all said and done. I know they want to red shirt him and all that.
Nah.
Man, you see what this kid did in the spring game, man. Hey, and at the end of the day, we got to win games, keep jobs.
You can't keep talking about I got this and this and this, and I ain't winning.
Right.
You got to win.
Right.
Hey, man, about to take us a quick break. When we come back, we want to get to the crush topic for today?
Yeah, we go. Because there's something that he really can speak on, too.
We'll talk about it when we get back, so stay with us at the Crush.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. Mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Network.
Hey, man, we're about to get into this some more recruiting topics, but I want to just give a shout-out to our people at Rocket Sports-1. Rocket Sports. Not for the mediocre. Rocket Sports-1 is the fitness gear you use to skyrocket your life. Go to rocketsports-1.com for more information. And what's their motto, Maceo?
Rock the rocket, baby.
Rock the rocket.
I had the rocket on in the pool today, man.
How was it?
I felt faster.
Felt faster.
I felt faster.
Hey, man. Get into the topic, Maceo.
So, man, listen. I get to talk to a lot of the college coaches like to chime in because they kind of try to use me sometimes. They're like, hey, man, make sure you put this information out. Put this information out. So one of my good partners, man, I ain't going to put his name out there because he got some work to do. Parents understand this, and I want you to speak on this too, Kenyatta. At the end of the day, he wants you guys to know your academic transcript and your game film, that's your college resume. That's what they care about. They don't care about all the other stuff because when they cut on that game film, not your highlight tape, the game film, they want to watch and see what you're doing when the play not coming your way. They want to look at your body language. They want to see all those things because they got to figure out how you fit into their program.
Well, here's what I get a lot of, and it kind of like, transition my thought process. I have a college coach that tell me, say, Coach, when you send me a kid huddle film, right? What is it? I said, it's just the highlights, right? All good plays. Right. Joker said, we click on the teammate below that we may not even be interested in to see how that Joker acts when the spotlight's not on him. Because that's more important to us. Because at the end of the day, people are, you got to have good film. But sometimes your film can lie. Because guess what? If you're a 6'5" wide receiver and you at a 3A school, you may never play against a Division I cornerback
right?
So you dominating everybody, how can we give you a fair evaluation? But when you come to these camps like the opening and the rivals and stuff like that, and you're going against other like-minded guys,
right,
and you balling out, or you go to these college camps, to me, which is more important than anything, and you balling out against like-minded guys, then it legitimizes to me what you're doing. Because again, on Friday nights, man, you may not. I was just doing this with my son the other night. I'm like, how many Division I wide receivers will you cover this year? Right? So, you know what I'm saying?
Or how many teams gonna actually throw the ball?
How many teams gonna throw the ball?
Right. So you might have to come up. They gonna see you tackle.
So what do? You get the Justin Fields playing $9.99, and you get out there and ball out over the camp circuit. Because guess what? This man became the #1 player in the country off of camps. Now he balled out. He balled out during this season, but guess what? At the end of his season, with all the great things that he did, he was not the #1 rated quarterback in the country until he went to the Elite 11, the opening, and all that stuff, and put it together. That's what I tell people. Everybody want to talk about, they gotta have a film. Okay, so what film did he have during this summer that got him to play the #1 quarterback in the country? It's like, man, cooking gumbo. It's so much that goes into this thing. It's no science. There's no direct science to it, man. Everybody got to have your plan, and you got to execute it, and you got to do what's best for you and your kid. You can't look at, like what Justin did might not work for, our quarterback at Grace. It might not work for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they're two different kids, but he has to find his path.
Which means that everybody's process is different.
Totally different.
Again, don't look at what he did, as you just said, because, hey, you might not have it. You might not get invited to the Elite 11. You're not going to get that envelope to the opening.
No.
So you got to figure out, well, you know what? What can we do to maximize our exposure?
So if you don't, that's when you have those games that may not have that, you can't really take plays off.
You can play in the True 19 game. Yeah. and guess what? You go every rep. I had college coaches tell me, said, Coach, we sat as a staff, because it was a live link, and we sat as a staff and watched that game.
Right.
And we were blown away, the size of the kids, the whole eye test deal. We were blown away with the execution, how well these kids played. And it made it so easy for us. We didn't have to run around to Georgia and go to these different counties, these little small counties, find these kids. You put it all on the table right there. So it made it easy for us. Hence, everybody getting paid.
I didn't know what I was expecting when I walked out there. I didn't expect the size. That's the first thing that shocked me. I was like, man, it's sophomore. He's right. Man, he ain't gonna be nothing.
I just want to see Owen in them pads, but Owen's scary in the pads, boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, and I keep saying he get mad with me every time I say it. Owen's gonna be a safety in college.
I can see that.
He's gonna be a killer.
I can see that.
But he's gonna be a safety.
I can see that.
We got the fist behind the
safety.
Podium. So we come back. We'll be right back.
Knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch, or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
I am an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined.
I am disciplined.
Physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert, and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Hey, in the house, what you say now? Sensation Station Network live with the Crush Sports Talk Radio Show. I am Derek Frazier. I'm with Big Emmanuel tonight. Y'all can forget about it.
Shout out to Coach Frazier, man. One of our guys. We're back, man. We're here with Kenyatta Watson as he's joining us right now. We were just talking about, it makes sense before we get to the next topic. I want to talk about, describe that championship game last year between Roswell and Grayson.
Epic.
Heavyweight bout.
Heavyweight bout, is what you want. Now, you can look at that film. You can look at that film.
Yeah, you can pull that up.
And pull that up. But again, look at the guys that you had on the field, man. You look at the guys that you had on the field. So guess what? D'Angelo going against Lee Anthony, back and forth. Xavier McKinney coming down here trying to hit Jemias. Dixon chasing down Malik. Yeah. Owen just doing what he does. It's just all over the field, man. So, of course, those type of games like that, you ball out in. But I don't think there'll be another championship game like the Transfer Bowl was. It won't happen again, man. But that's what they were calling it. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it wasn't illegal. The kids moved, but at the end of the day, that's what you want.
The names in that game, like I said, you got Lee Anthony Williams, D'Angelo Gill. That D'Angelo Gill, Lord have mercy, boy.
I think he's a receiver, sir.
I do too. Wow.
I told Lee Anthony's dad, "What's up, Lee?" I said, "All right, now I'm telling you, that joker for real."
Yeah.
And he for real.
And the fact that they just kept kicking the ball to Jemias.
Right.
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
But you know what, Mace? When I saw Jemias in that summer in the True, he was out there in the True 19. Yeah. I looked at him and say, "You got that quality, boy, because that state championship game,
bro. Hey, man, that Jemias. One thing about Jemias, man, one of the best, most humble, hardworking young men you ever want to be around. He put a lot of life. My son was really down last season. He spoke a lot of life. Him and D'Angelo both. Shout out to those guys. They spoke a lot of life into my boy. And then a parent, Duke Dixon.
Yeah. My guy, Breon
Daddy, man. Big shout out, Big Duke. That joker, man. He said, "Man, your boy gonna be so special." He said, "I'm just looking at him now. I watch." He said, "He gonna be special, man." And those guys, man, really spoke life to my boy. And he's just a different animal right now, boy.
And one of the things, me and you talked about this a lot too. Let's say, for people to think that hey, you're a recruit,
right?
And then why would you want kids to come in
and play in front
of your son?
Because he was gonna start at safety,
right?
He's gonna be the starter. We worked hard off season. Then we had 2 guys move in and.
Studs.
One went to Ball State, one went to Georgia. So D1 guys, and here he is. He's sitting there like, I said, man, that's life, big dog. It is. It's life. Now, how are you gonna deal with it? So guess what? When we're working out, and you see us in them sand workouts and we lifting, that's my carry. Okay, now remember last year,
right?
This Grayson now, Joker thing on.
Look who showed up. Right. But it's funny because he never stops working.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Choice.
Oh, okay. Well, that too. Let me ask you this, Ken, over the program, though, because it took so many hits from local media to people around the country to Twitter to coaches and everything. How did y'all stay focused, and how did y'all make sure that didn't get y'all off the prize?
Well, here's the biggest thing. People are just jumping on the bandwagon because this is Grayson's 17th year in existence. 5-5 season is our worst season ever. We had 10 seasons with multiple, double-digit wins.
Right.
So it wasn't like people forget the year before we lost on a Hail Mary in the semifinal game, or we would have been in the state championship game that year. So it's not like, Grayson wasn't Grayson. Right. Now, those guys came over, they put a totally different light on the program, but shout out to all those kids, man, because they did it the right way. They were good kids, man. They were all good kids. And at the end of the day, I thought it was cool because it gave my boys another year to develop in the weight room.
Right, get better.
Get ready.
Right.
Now it's their time.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And
Instead
they
of them
got
being
to see
thrown in the fire,
Right.
but they got to see, because them kids work hard now. Them kids work hard.
And I think, I look at D'Angelo,
right.
And for your son to be there with him every day, and just to see the grind the kid is a good athlete, but you can tell the kid work hard.
Right.
You can see it in him.
Right.
So I mean, that's good experience.
It help. That's why I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? People can say what they want, but at the end of the day, Grayson is gonna be Grayson, and will be Grayson. You know, and gonna continue to be Grayson. It's just Grayson.
I want to ask them.
It's a culture. We work hard. Our kids they just built different.
I was like, where y'all was at during the Kenyatta years when they was winning titles?
Right.
Where was y'all at then?
When we missed the field goal, the extra point against Peachtree Ridge the year before. Yeah. And they've
been winning. It ain't like it's new. But this year
they just mad because the kids didn't come to their school.
And we'll be right back.
But they have.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction.
Invest $49 a month at a real gym.
For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans
Body Tech.
Hey guys, it's your girl Brenna B. I want to tell you about something pretty amazing. My friends over at Buckhead Laser Lipo have an option for you. You want to lose those inches, you want to get in shape, spring is here, summer is upon us. We have a way for you to lose those inches quickly. Immediately see results. $99 is your first treatment. No surgery, no pain, no downtime, just inch loss. Who doesn't want to be in shape for the summer? Buckhead Laser Lipo, 678-871-0097.
BuckheadLaserLipo.com.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Greg Thompson. Tune in to The Crush on the SSNATL.com.
We're back. Hey, Maceo, we're going to jump into another topic, man. I see you talking about this college coach, man. Talk about that cycle he was talking about.
Well, so another one of the things these guys were talking about, so one of my partners who was a recruiting coordinator, so he was telling me, he said, so during this evaluation process period that they did in studying prospects game film, so he said he had 5,000 pieces of footage that he had to break down. Mm-hmm. Out of the 5,000, he saw 250 kids with FBS ability and 300 with FCS talent out of 5,000
prospects.
10%.
Yep.
And there it is. So what we're trying to get parents
out of that 250, how many were Power 5?
And there you go.
Right.
So this is how they evaluate you guys' kids on these boards. So when you sending the film out, like say, now this was just his sample size from 5,000.
Right.
Not to mention, he sent me a screenshot. He had 27,000 film that he had to look at. So he started with the first 5,000. And this how they kind of start making their board.
Get mad talking about these kids getting these offers too soon.
when you hear these numbers, Kenyatta, what does this?
Well, I'm not shocked. There are 1.3 million kids that play high school football as seniors, and there's only 3,200 FBS scholarships. I tell people this all the time. They're looking for a reason not to offer you. Because we got to get from 1.3 million to 3,200.
Wow.
Social media, kid messing around social media, body language on the field,
off the chart,
all kind of stuff. They going as quick as possible. They got to get that number down.
They have to get that number
5,000 down to whatever. They have to.
And this particular school is an SEC. That's all I'm saying. But this particular school, like I said, he say he's averaging on the average. The recruiting coordinator, he's averaging 12,000 pieces of film a day.
A day. 1.3 million. 1.3 million playing.
Wow. So, again, parents, I want y'all to understand that the numbers,
they don't work.
They don't work.
That's why you need games like True 19,
the True 19
True 2.0. It makes it, our guys tell me, Coach, you made it so easy for us because we got your elite guys. We put them here, and we can evaluate these kids because we have a shot at these kids. Or some schools say, Coach, we can't even fool with y'all because the kids ain't coming here. So, it makes it easy. It makes it easy. And we're not the only game. First of all, I'm not a hater at all. We're not the only game in town. We're in an all-star game.
Right.
We're in an all-star game. I want to give a big shout-out to the Rising Seniors game because they're a program. It's different than what they do and what we do is totally different. We're an all-star game. We want the best of the best. We're trying to bust your head open. Well, you're getting exposure and having fun, but they doing a little different than what we do. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the elite classic game also. So again, it's Georgia. We got whatever you want. We got whatever you want.
Right.
So again, man, shout out to all those guys, man, that have something to offer kids. Because everybody can't play in the True 19 game, True 2.0 game. But guess what? You got the Rising Senior, you got the elite, whatever. So, again, find your fit.
Find your fit. Find your fit.
Exposure, because it's all exposure at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's all exposure. Yeah. So, man, shout out to all those guys, man. We're all doing it differently. But at the end of the day, the same end goal is the kids.
Let me ask you this, Kenyatta. Out of your kids, I mean, I don't know if you know this or not. How many of the kids play multiple sports?
Ooh, Trayvon Walker from Upson Lee won a state championship in basketball.
We say over 50%, maybe.
Oh no, that was on our roster last year. No.
Oh.
But would you advise a lot of these kids, especially football guys?
Look, do what make you happy, man. You're a kid. If you want to play golf, tennis, hockey, ping pong, shoot marbles, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because everybody harps on skilled guys need to run track.
Right.
Especially if
you don't have a good track coach at your school?
Right. So if you don't have a good track coach, you need to be getting. You need to get some
so you need to be right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it again, man, it's all what works for you. My son doesn't play. He want to play lacrosse. I said you can play lacrosse February 10th, 2017. After you sign on February.
Right.
Well, after you sign, you can do whatever you want to do. Right. Before then, we're gonna get this DB work.
Wow, you want to play lacrosse?
Want to play lacrosse? I got a different kid, man.
My daughter plays lacrosse, so I know about it.
You're a different brother.
We'll be right back, man.
So 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over.
As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
Boy, you pulled that one out. Doug is ruggish up in here.
Man.
It's the Thuggish ball.
Slow down for
A
me.
lot of times I couldn't even understand. But they beat you to be so fast.
Just
I rock out with them.
We're back, man. It's the Crush on Sensation Station Network at WBLZSports.com. We got our man Kenyatta Watson up in here with us. Make sure, what's this next topic, man? About these satellite camps.
We're going to stay with this one for a minute because, again, just want to get parents to understand. How many programs offering scholarships?
822 programs are paying something for you to come to school. 822.
Parents, let's get out of this mindset that it got to be D1 the bus. At the end of the day, you want your son to just play sport at the next level. Because so many kids aren't even going to get the opportunity to play.
And you say this all the time. 822, they're not offering a bunch of scholarships each year. It's 25 at the most probably each year.
And if 25 if attrition didn't hit you, then maybe like Clemson's going through that the last 2 years, they 13.
Right, exactly.
Classes, so
everybody's not giving out 100 scholarships every year. It's 25.
And we say this all the time. It's more offers in the street than scholarships.
But see, and this is why, if you go look at the 2019 class right now, parents are listening. I love y'all. Look how many of these kids are committing. In school, you getting your offer? Commit. And if they take your offer, if they take your commitment, you knew it was real. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? Hey, you find what you like. What you waiting on?
But talk about that. Mm-hmm. Why should a parent and kid, why should they commit early?
Well, at the end of the day, man, it's a numbers game. So if you commit, you're going to keep somebody else from committing. I mean, just at the end of the day. But, I say this all the time, man. It's like, you find what you like. You found your fit. What are you waiting on? Schools still are going to offer you, even though you're committed. They don't care because they feel like this. Well, we got 2 years to try and flip it. But at the end of the day, it's like, hey, I made my hotel reservation. Cheaper, better hotel come along. I can always change my reservation over here. And it is what it is. Because guess what? If a better player comes along, they're gonna cut your throat. And, this is a business. It's a business.
It is a business.
And I want people to understand that phrase. Don't people understand?
It's a business.
The college coach got to win.
Right.
And like I say, we say it all the time. You ain't really there till you do what? You sign that paper.
Hey, boy, that LOI got to be faxed over, baby.
Yeah.
Got to be faxed over.
And not only you, but Kenyatta second gonna have to sign with him.
Yeah, because he still be 17.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of kids still be young and had to get the paper signed. So it's amazing. I just think if you really want to be in this sport, we can't tell you enough. You just can't. The minute you step into high school, you almost have to be serious about it. Before that now, Macel, you got to be ready. If at this point, what you want, you got to, we always going to say this today, if you have the grades, it opens up so much for you.
Yep.
Boy.
And you got to work, man. You got to
work, man. You got to
train. You got to train. You got to eat right. You got to train. You have to.
It's a funny picture all the time of you and your son in the grocery store.
Right.
And you always like, man, this joke in their grocery bill.
$99.87. Got it down to science every Sunday.
You ain't saying every Sunday.
Every Sunday, because that's a week. But at the end of the day, man, look at the change. Look at the change in his body, and we're just teaching him how. And the bigger impact is when he gets older. He will have learned how discipline in eating. And man, a lot comes with the bad eating and just health problems. But when the earlier that kids can learn to be disciplined in anything that they do, saving money, paying your bills, financial literacy, eating right, all that stuff will help you down the line as a grown man.
I'm going to ask both of y'all this real quick. What do you say to those parents who might not be financially able to do some of the things that certain people do? Because they always say, well, I don't have the money to get them the $99 a week and stuff like that. Because there's some great talent we've seen, and we call it ITP. there's some talent and some speed down there. Great talent, a lot of college kids out there. But what do you tell them about still working with your kid, giving them some training? They still can work out. They still can get it in. What do you tell them?
On Google, okay? There are so many different grants and aid and all. If you want it, man, now you can get it done. All of that, where you from, and not having them, to me, that's an excuse now. Because there are a lot of, like, shout out to Colquitt County. They have a program that they're feeding their kids, man. Like, they're feeding their kids. Every high school can do that. They did it. Why can't you do it? It's just about doing the research and getting this stuff done.
Yeah, and they also got the endo practice facility where they ain't gonna be missing no practice at all.
Well,
gotta
thoughts on that, make sure to talk to these people.
I mean, again, we it's priority. I say it all the time. If your kid running around with True Religion jeans on and he got the J's on,
going to the concert,
then it's some funds there somewhere.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the big picture. Do you want it now? You know, or like say y'all gonna ball out right now, or like am I gonna work and then I can be able to get this stuff? Cause it get greater later.
It get greater later.
It get greater later. All the time.
Hey man, good to see a kid on the secondary level. We'll be right back, man.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on the vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
We're back. Still here talking this Recruiting 101 on a Wednesday. Hey, man, so, Kenyatta, when it's all said and done, man, and before we get to the next topic, this program, what do you want it to be known for, the true program or the true process that you're working on?
A program that provided young men an opportunity to go to school for free, period. Period. Like, we found them before anybody else did and showed them love, and they got an opportunity to go to school for free. That's it. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter because the game don't count on nobody's record.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, the kids got an opportunity, got exposure, got to play another state, another top. We got 3 of the top 4 football producing states playing in the True 19.
Right.
Florida, Georgia, Texas.
Right.
Come on, man. That's unheard of.
All we missing is Cali, baby.
Yeah, and they can't do it. They can't do it. But again, man, it's just that the light is so big on Georgia right now.
Yeah.
And I love it, man. I love it.
And like I said, I just always harp on, you've always been the guy that's, you're not about the Power 5. And I think that's what people don't really understand is that, like I say, your biggest concern is, listen, I just want you to get as much exposure as you can, just to get on. I don't care who put eyes on you. I just want eyes on you.
Here's the biggest thing, and you see it every year. Kid got an offer from Cincinnati. Man, coach, man, you know, I want to go to Kentucky or Alabama. Okay, guess what? 2 days before National Signing Day, they crying. Coach, man, I just want to go to school. I just want to go to school. Now you end up at Point University, but guess what? you know, you get an opportunity to go to school for free.
You get an
opportunity to go to school for free because Father Time is undefeated. Everybody had to hang the cleats up someday. And your degree